Yeah, and when you went through these comparative studies, working on sutras from both the Pali and Sanskrit, which of course became later Tibetan tradition, um, and then you have published books like the Mahasutras and more recently Questioning the Buddha, which all contain early sutras. How should we understand the relationship between the early sutras in the Pali tradition and what we have now in the Kangyur, for instance? So one, of course, belonging to the Theravada tradition, the other to Mula Sarvastivada. Are there overlaps? How close are they? What can we say about the transmission of these different sutras?
Yes, there are certainly overlaps. And if we talk about Kangyur and Tripitaka in general, of course, one of the big overlaps is the Vinaya, the monastic rules, which all Buddhist canons have a section on Vinaya. And although there are many differences, they have the overlap of the being similar format, similar intention is to explain and catalog the monastic duties. As for sutras, the Pali suttas, the Pali tradition is much more limited. They have only the collection of what we call early suttas, the agamas and the nikayas, and these overlap amongst the different schools as far as they are available, like the Sarvastivada and the Pali. Now in Tibetan, for whatever reason, they did not translate the complete agama equivalent to the Pali Nikayas. So in that sense, there are many suttas in the Nikayas in Pali, which are not found at all in Tibetan. And some very important texts, I would say, could be useful to be translated into Tibetan. And on the other side, the Kangyur has the very big Tantra section, and the Pali has no equivalent whatsoever to that. So there are these wide divergences, in the midst of which there are still many overlaps.